Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about which one is better. Android phones are better or Apple phones are better. So here are some points which we are going to discuss like hardware, software, performance,
User interface.
photography, connectivity, security, productivity, gaming, after sales services charges and repairing cost, etc. So let's start with hardware systems. A phone is made by so many components of like motherboard, CPU, GPU, sensors, proximity sensor, gyro sensor, NFC. There are so many sensors as well, and camera sensors, speakers, PCB. There are two kind of PCB: upper PCB, lower PCB, and so on. So there are so many features. Means hardware systems. So in case of hardware systems, which one is better? Apple is better or Android is better? What is your point of view?
Definitely, iPhone is better in every performance. While talking about hardware system, like Apple has, Apple make their hardware very strong, and their processing power is also very strong. Like when we talk about body of iPhone, it is composition of more than 70 elements. Uh, and like camera, you talk about the camera processor is also very good in iPhone in compared to other Android phone, and like display is also very better quality, and processor and motherboard. It is like iPhone make outstanding processor in their phones, and the after user interface is also very good, and like processing power of the processor is fantastic in iPhone.
I think you are correct. I think you are partially correct, not completely correct, because I know that Apple uses so many costly elements to build their hardwares, but even their hardwares are not fastest, not that accurate as compared to Android. You
What
talked
are you
about.
saying that
Let
Android?
me explain you. You
Okay.
talked about the camera chip. Do you know in recent days, Google Pixel has beaten the camera chip of iOS. Do you know about that? Nowadays, Google is beating in the image processing to Apple. Also, Apple has good processor. I understand that Apple has good processor, but what if you go to process your gaming in Apple phones, then you will not be able to do as you can do in Android phones. Means only processor is not required to do gaming or productivity tasks. Like there are so many things. There you will need higher RAM to process big games. You will need a big battery. You will need big optimization in
But
operating
you know,
system as well.
iPhone play in premium sector, and premium people, those people who are buying premium phone, they have not enough time to just spend in play to play game.
Means people are buying iPhone just to have it. They will not do anything with it. They are just showing that I have a phone and I
Yeah,
will put
obviously,
in my
because it is a
pocket.
premium product.
Means
What is need to play game in iPhone?
why I will not, if I am going to invest 1,50,000 rupees in a phone, then I will not expect to have a good gaming in the phone.
You can expect, and definitely you can play game. But when we talk about like battery performance, battery backup is not good in
Do you
Apple
know
phone.
even 20,000 rupees of Realme P3 phone can game better than iPhone 16 Pro?
Yeah, it may be.
Do you know?
You know, Android basically come for their gaming purpose, and you know there is lots of variety in Android phone. Like if you want to uh, hold a camera phone, then you can look for a camera phone. If you want to be a like if your requirement is like for a good battery, definitely you can purchase like 6,000 mAh battery, which is come in Vivo, Samsung phone. Lots of phone provide 6,000 mAh battery. You know, you can like see different categories in Android, but there is no much category available in Apple as compared to Android.
You can say that Apple has a premium category, but at the same time, they don't have much options. Like
Yeah,
every time
definitely.
they launch their phones, like they will not launch 3 to 4 phones. Like there will be a mini series, there will be a number series like iPhone
Yeah,
16
yeah.
mini, iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and there can be an additional
You missed
tab.
one option like a plus.
I don't think there is a plus. There is
Yeah,
a plus.
yeah.
Okay, there can be a plus. So having these 5 to 6 phones, but they will make only two processor for all of them. For
Mini
Pro,
and plus has the
yes,
same process.
for Pro and Pro Plus they will use
Premium, much premium.
Pro
So
processor, and for the other phones they will use normal processor. Means there can be difference of a little performance. But if you go to Android, then there will be a lot of options.
because
Like,
there is lots of company na, they provide in the, what they can provide in their price point.
so
That's why
you
they,
have option now. There are so many companies like MediaTek, Snapdragon, Uni SoC, and High Silicon, Kirin, Samsung, Zynos. So many options. They are making processor in every range. Their processor can be available 5,000
but their
phones.
processor can gain will be drained after 1 or 2 year.
How? Yes, you can say that.
The performance of the Android processor and the Apple processor, you can't compare both phone.
Why I
Like
will not compare? I will definitely
you,
compare.
do you know Apple iPhone 7 launched in 2007, and like I think more than 18 year. Now a time when we
Do you
compare,
know?
when you use iPhone 7 nowadays, it also is smooth very well now a time.
Apple can only beat Android in terms of uh,
What in terms of no camera quality, and nowadays Android has better camera quality than iPhone.
what I forget. Yeah.
Processor of Apple is very smooth in compared to Android phone. All the like Android phone getting going processor down day by day, but iPhone processor never gone to low performance. They are just like you use like a new software anytime.
Yes, I was saying that Apple can beat Android in only one term, that is reliability, because they are using good kind of metals, expensive metals, due to which you will be able to use their phones to even 10 years, 10 to 15 years. You will be able to use, but in Android you will not able to use even more
five
than
year
5 years.
5 year is very big number. You can't use your phone after
So,
3 years.
if I exclude this option at this point, then Apple will not be able to beat Android anymore. Because in terms of performance, in terms of Apple has only one better thing in CPUs, like their single core performance is better than Android processors, and otherwise Android processors are better in everything, in gaming, in
As
productivity
term of
things.
security, what is your opinion about security which provided by iPhone?
What securities do you want? Are you a Prime Minister of India?
But those who are Prime Minister of India, they need security, na?
Even if you are a Prime Minister of India, he is not using iPhone. He has a personal phone. So
Which type of phone? Do you know?
there is a company who makes the phones
You
for
haven't
the.
proper knowledge, bro.
No, no, no.
Prime Minister
I
also used iPhone.
there is he can use iPhone, but there is a separate phone for his official works. He can use iPhone for their daily uses, like whatever we use. He will. But if in case
You
of
know
their
how I know about he is using iPhone. Every tweet, if you tweet anything in X, which was Twitter at before some time, and there was a like which phone you are using, and by the help of which phone you are tweeting the tweet, there was a they display the phone name, and at the time I saw the iPhone name of iPhone.
Okay, let me explain you. Every phone nowadays, Android also has better security. If you go with Google Pixel phones, they are completely they